Why is it that we cannot speak up to our parents when they are criticizing us or forcing their control over us? So this is something I want to address, and it has to do with our body nervous system. When we don't feel safe, we're not going to do that thing. It doesn't matter how much we want to do it. So as I was growing up, one of the things that my mom tended to do was yell at me. No matter what it was, maybe it's something that she didn't like or something she didn't approve of, she would just have her say. And during those times, I would just sit there and I would freeze. Pretty much I would just sit there and I wouldn't look at her, I wouldn't talk to her, I would just let her yell at me. I wouldn't even walk away, because part of it is a feeling that if I walk away, I was being disrespectful and I didn't want her to get mad at me even more. So I just let her yell at me. And during those times, confession time, I would like pick a word or something like that, and I would just, or even a letter, and I would just repeat writing that letter in the palm of my hand. And so what happened was, a few years back, I actually went on a leadership call, and during that call, everyone was mad at each other. They were upset about something, and during the Zoom call, it was a Zoom call, people were just leaving the call. And at that moment, I was like, wow, I can do that? And I was thinking, you know, I really could have done that, and yet I didn't. Why was that? That's what I wanted to talk about today, because a lot of time we know we could do something, or you know what, we didn't even know that we could do it, and yet our body won't let us do anything else because of our nervous system acting up. When our nervous system acts up to protect us, there are 4 modes. One is fight, one is flight, one is freeze, and the other one is fawn. And so fight is just pretty much when other people start yelling at you, you go up and start yelling at them, having a fight with them. Number 2 is flight, where you, when people start yelling at you, you're like, forget it, and then I just get up and go. Freeze is when that thing happened to you and you don't know what else you can do, and you just stay put in your spot. And then fawn is pretty much like when other people start yelling at you, you're like, oh, it's okay, I will do it, yeah, I'm so sorry. Like, people please to make sure that the other person will respond back nicely. My response has always been freeze, because I never knew how to react any other ways. And what happened is when people say, oh, I don't know what to do, and when people respond with, oh, you should just pick up and leave, or oh, you should have spoke back to them, or oh, you know, you should have done something, that is not that is very much against the body safety. They're not going to do that, even though they know they can do that, but they're not going to do that, because right away the body feels like they are in this state where they have no control over themselves. So what should we do first? The first thing is, ask yourself, what is your body response to begin with? Are you someone who would just go headbutt against the other person, like having it explode? Or are you someone who just like pick up and leave? Are you someone just like stay put and not say anything back and let the other person hit you or yell at you? Are you someone who just like trying to calm the other person down to make sure that they're okay? Figure out what your response is and then calm yourself down. I have already put together a video called 3 techniques to reduce stress and anxiety, and you can pick any of those techniques to calm yourself down, because once your body is calmed down, once you're not in this heightened state, then you can say, okay, what do I want to do next? And of course, when we're doing this part, is actually outside of that incident, right? Because we have to give ourselves that safety first to reflect upon what happened, and then also prepare our body to calm down, and then to figure out what we can do next. And And then, of course, once we have calmed down, then we can ask ourselves the question, well, what is it that I feel unsafe to do? Because if, let's say, you have always been in a freeze mode and your parents were always yelling at you and hitting you, and yet you want to fight back, if your environment, if the aftermath environment is not safe, would you actually do that? No. So you have to consider all of the things that happens afterwards, because sometimes you may, if you are in a position where you are unable to leave home or doesn't have the financial stability yet to move away, you may still have to lie about things. You may still have to kind of take it in. You may still have to like stay quiet to not let things blow up. Because if, let's say, you start fighting back and then it escalates, can you handle the situation? Are you strong? If, let's say, your parents are coming to get you, are you strong enough to fight back? Or if, let's say, they keep coming down at you, are you able to leave home? These are things you have to kind of think about before, to prepare yourself before you do that thing to stand for yourself. And so I just want to address this, because in order for us to stand up, it's not just like, oh, I'm going to stand up. It's like there are also a lot of other pieces to think about, to make sure that you have planned for, and to also make sure that when you try to fight back, you have to understand what's going on inside your body and how they are going to respond, so you can anticipate for their reactions, so that you can have you can still stand for yourself. So there are a lot of moving pieces that comes into play, but first of all, you have to become aware of your body response and the consequences that you may have to face, and you prepare for it. So today, this is just what I want to share, to give some sort of an idea of what you need to prepare for if you're ready to stand for yourself. That's why whenever I give a suggestion, I read through people's background, and then I will make suggestions based on what they're experiencing in life at that moment. And I think that piece is the moving piece that we have to address. And so this is all I have to share for today. I have a lot of resources that you can check out. You can check out my free resource link on Reddit, and whenever you're ready to do this work with someone, I'm always right here with you, so book a time with me. And that's all I have for today. Until next time.